So here we go. State of Origin football back at the MCG. Dorotic getting the job on Lockett. No real surprise there. Who's going to get the first kick? Allen goes to ground. Coming in quickly is Buse. He's got a very good record in State of Origin football.
It's a little bit different, these State of Origin or state football, because you play your own type of game in club games, yet you've got to come out here and combine with teammates that you know little of.
Winmar goes over the top, but it's Mainwaring who sends Western Australia down to the half-forward line. Roos got a hand to it. It's pushed towards the line and eventually taken over by Chris Langford.
Classic point in question is Paul Roos, who plays the centre-half back for Fitzroy, but really he does run down the ground. Somebody comes in and fills in for him at that centre-half back position. Whether these Victorians are able to acclimatise to his type of game remains to be seen.
Find and Starcevic, but it's Brown who takes it away. Gavin Brown, vice-captain for the night for Victoria, after Greg Williams, who we saw in the stand earlier, taking no further part. Harvey gets the hand pass away. It goes to Ablett. Gary Ablett from centre wing. It's a poor kick. Drops short. Pressure on Scott. He does it well. Maintains control. Robert Scott. A little chip to the 50-metre line. It's effective. And Gavin Brown goes to full forward. He wants Lockett. Kick drops in front. Socket towards the boundary line. It's going to be Nathan Burke who'll be first to it. Steadies. Centering kick. Again, his target was Gavin Brown. Couldn't take it. Now Buse shrugging the tackle. Goes with the left foot. High in towards full forward. Dorotic and Lockett. Lockett out the back. And it's going to be rushed over the line eventually for one behind. And the first score of this match. So the Vicks away. 1 point. WA yet to score.
Dorotic is at full-back playing on Lockett. Hepburn is on low. Langdon has started at full forward for Western Australia. Spalding at centre-half forward. Some of the matchups here tonight. There's Dorotic. Straight down the middle. Hepburn's in front. Fisted away by Wind. Lowe shovels out the hand pass. Here's Derek Kickett. I think he's tagging Ablett. Yes, Ablett in close proximity. Down goes McIntosh. Lockett's over the ball now for Victoria. Thumps it out. Here's an opportunity for Stoneham. Ablett tracks it back towards the boundary line. It goes out of bounds and will be thrown in. Boundary throw in. Left full forward for the Vicks. Kicking with a slight breeze. Lowe got a hand to it. Worsfold breaks away across the ground. Winmar in front out there. Pushed the ball almost by Hannah. Wants to go and does. Down towards left half forward. Not a particularly good effort really. O'Donnell's in front. And the ball is out of bounds. It will be thrown in.
There's some classic battles out there tonight. There was one there, Hannah and Winmar. Those two played against one another when Carlton played St Kilda at Princes Park. Winmar got away from Hannah in the latter part of that game, but it was a terrific game from both players.
Starcevic doing the work from behind. Kemp gives it away to Lewis, who goes up to the half-forward line. Roos tried to kick it off the ground. Langdon gives it away. This should be Buick's first goal. No, he misses. Always dangerous in front. And so Buick levels the scores that are behind each. Langford, the veteran, as far as games played in State of Origin for Victoria is concerned, played the most. This will be his 12th. Chance for Western Australia to go forward again through Lewis. Kemp, wider, Langdon. Carl Langdon to have a shot just inside 50. Into the square it goes. Big pack of players. Buick waiting down in front. Ripped off the football. Cry of ball. Kemp soccers it through, but only from behind. Two behinds on the board to Western Australia, and they lead by 1 point.
What about Kickett and Ablett? What a duel that should be. Pay twice, I think, to see that. There's Hannah on the lead. Langford. Not a particularly good kick. It falls in short, and the strong mark is held by Spalding. Earl Spalding. Started with Perth, then to Melbourne, and now with Carlton. Goes in short. Hepburn's got it inside the attacking 50. Hepburn preferred to Harding tonight. Played very well a couple of weeks back in the Eagles' victory over Footscray. Normally a pretty good kick from about 52 metres. It'll fall in short. Wind reaches over the top, almost the mark. Now he's in trouble, dragged off it. Langdon slides in, crashing his way through O'Donnell, and the ball goes out of bounds in the right full forward pocket. Gary O'Donnell.
Wynn might have been better on that occasion to either go from the punch behind, or when he did actually get the ball, handball it towards the boundary line.
Wind towards the boundary line. Lewis leads in the race. It's out of bounds once more. Chris Lewis finding some form in recent games. Wind and Starcevic. Wind in front, gets it down superbly. Mitchell, not a particularly good kick. Hepburn again from the 50, sprays it very wide, out of bounds on the full.
Well, that was a worse kick by Hepburn. He had plenty of time. He could have steadied, put a drop punt on the boot. Instead, it was a mongrel punt that he hooked to the right of the Western Australian goal.
Andy Collins playing his 7th State of Origin game, brings it back towards Wine. Appeared to be some holding on going against Gavin Brown, and he'll take it at half-back. No, he's going to give it to Wine. Quickly gets it away. McGuan in towards the centre. Victoria looking to go up towards half-forward. Stoneham can't take the mark. Lamb waiting down, gives it across to Mainwaring, who gets a clever kick out wide. An opportunity for Western Australia through Spalding. Can't get clear. Well done by Paul Roos. Now an opportunity for Victoria. Harvey's away. Sweeps a long hand pass further to McGuan. A high kick in towards half-forward. Stuart Lowe got a hand to it, but it's hammered away from him and over the boundary line.
Harvey might have been better on that occasion to go with a kick, get it a little quicker into the forward line. That one handball allowed the ball to slow down in its movement into the forward line. Consequently, the backs could cover the forwards.
Free kick against Hepburn. So Lowe a chance to score for Victoria.
Playing in the forward pocket beside his teammate Tony Lockett. Stuart Lowe there marking the spot from where he's going to kick the ball.
All-Australian last year, Stuart Lowe. Shooting from 45. Pretty good looking drop punt. There's the first goal of the night. Lowe gets his first and Victoria's first. 1-1 plays Western Australia's 2 behinds.
Well, in any game, it's always good to get the first score on the board. They're using the Burleigh ball, the Western Australian ball. Normally in these state games, they play a half with each. Half a game with each ball. And there's Stuart Lowe kicking the Burleigh through for the first score of the game.
Victoria lead by 5 points. Stoneham away to Harvey, who boots it down towards left half forward. It pitches in no man's land. Lowe overran it. Down goes Bain, picked up by Lamb. Out of the congestion, back towards the wing. Clever mark taken by Brown to Harvey, who goes in short. McGuan.
Garrett Ablett seems to be in the centre, Dennis, when the ball's bounced down, then goes to half-forward flank and Kickett's his immediate opponent.
McGuan intended for Lockett on the lead towards the pocket and runs away from him and goes out of bounds. So State of Origin football at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. If you look back over the years, I guess 83, 84, 86, the games between these two states were 3 of the best games ever played. Here's Ablett. Great snap goal. Victoria by 11 points.
Well, that is not a fluke. That is not a fluke. Just watch it. That's fantastic. Every picture tells a story, so Rod Stewart used to sing. And look at that one. That is magical football.
Gary Ablett gets his 24th State of Origin goal. The Vicks lead by 11 points, and it's Mickey McGuan out of the middle, sets sail towards full forward again, goes over the top past Lockett and bounces it through for 1 behind.
Maybe they're a little Lockett conscious. Gavin Brown went short early. McGuan really didn't sail into that ball. He could have probably kicked a goal, but more or less went looking for Lockett.
Dorotage brings it towards McIntosh. on the outer side of the ground. He heads towards Mainwaring. He's gone very wide. But Chris Mainwaring, vice captain of this West Australian lineup, keeps it in play and heads towards half forward. Wine came over the top of Ablett. Brown is there also, so too Hannah. Spalding around his body towards half forward. Fisted away from Kemp. Now an opportunity for Kickett. Gets it into the pocket, and Winmar. He can kick freak goals too. But he just drifted across the face this time under great pressure and one behind. 3 behinds to the West. Chris Langford again. Kicks in beautifully. Almost down to centre wing.
Well done.
Chris Lewis.
But he didn't take the ball with him, Chris Lewis. He really did hit it hard on that occasion. They're not happy. You can see him mouthing off. Apparently does a lot of that on the ground.
Wind, big fist through the wing. Mitchell cleverly. Too clever by half, so the umpire, Grant Vernon. Got it to Burke, but the free kick goes to Bain, who chips in short. Hepburn across to Lamb, probing kick inside the attacking 50. Langdon gave a shove, ball runs free behind, he'll pick it up, go Goldwood on the left foot, snaps it back, good looking effort. No, I think, yes, it's good. Well, the goal umpire went a long way, and a lingering look, but WA get there first. They're 1-3, Victoria 2-2.
A good build up, Hepburn, and this is a good kick by Lamb from the centre. A long kick, but there's a bit of a free, a nudge out there. Langdon behind. And that was nearly as good as Ablett's goal up the other end.
Five points the margin. It's Wine who won the tap, but it's Chris Mainwaring who takes it out of the centre for Western Australia. Down towards the half-forward line. Spalding got a hand to it, but it's Collins who tidies up for Victoria. A high kick. Back towards the centre. He was looking for Scott. Stoneham there also. Both got a touch to it. Mainwaring tackled high by Scott. And he will take the free kick.
Lamb caught behind on that occasion. Tried to mark it. Should have gone for the punch before Mainwaring got the ball.
Mainwaring's kick was marked by Wine. A good mark to his skipper, Paul Roos. To half forward. Stoneham's his target. Got a hand to it. Again, Mainwaring does the tidying up. A couple of players there in the middle. He picks out one, namely Chris Lewis.
To Bain. This is John Worsfold. Forward of half-back, untidy looking kick into open space. It should run out of bounds, and it does. Right on the centre wing. Johnny Worsfold, the skipper tonight. Second Eagle. Captain WA in State of Origin football. Wind wins it down. Down goes Bain. Matera did very well. Got the hand pass out to kick it on to Lewis. Inside the attacking 50. Buick over the ball, battling with Collins, who tried to slap it out. Langford goes off the ground. Mitchell, the meat in the sandwich, will get the free kick. Gutsy little player, Barry Mitchell.
He's hurt himself too, Dennis. He's hurt himself. Maybe when they came down on his leg, he's limping now behind play.
Anna, long kick inside the attacking 50. Worsfold getting back, did well. Jakovic, kick it, knocks it on cleverly. Lamb in trouble. Scott's got it on the 50. Long kick, goes towards the pocket and bounces through for a minor score. Despairing lunge there by Lockett. So the margin 6 points. Just over 13 minutes remaining till quarter time.
Good start to this game. Jakovic goes for Bain. He'll have to be quick. He is. Just gets a short kick. Wanted Mainwaring. McGuan cops it almost in the back from David Bain. But the ball is rushed over the line.
Terrific stuff.
Yeah, my word. And it's great to see that little player playing for Western Australia, David Bain. He was in the original Eagles squad. Discarded by that team. Went to Brisbane and has done particularly well up there.
Wind is getting some very good tap outs. That one was almost taken by Hepburn under a bit of pressure. Back towards the middle, through the legs of Nathan Burke. It's right in the centre of the ground. Earl Spalding swings round, goes onto the left foot. towards Buick. With him is Collins. They lock each other up, and it's gone against the Victorian. Buick will have a shot 45 metres out, almost directly in front.
Well, they're playing that. At least they're consistent, the umpires. And they've been doing it over the past 3 or 4 weeks. If there is any holding when going for marks, there's Dennis Rich paying the free kick. Andrew Collins appealing.
Darren Buick looking to level the scores here at the MCG. Beautiful looking kick off the boot, and he's done just that. Buick gets his first. It's all tied up at 2-3 apiece.
He goes well on the forward line, Darren Buick. Here he is, the Essendon Rover. Just didn't see the free kick, but it was a holding infringement against Andy Collins. Players have got to learn to use their bodies better. Otherwise they'll be pinged by the umpires, and Andrew Collins was on that occasion.
Midway through the term, it's all square. This is Harvey for Victoria. Tackled by Hepburn. To the path of Hannah. Right centre wing. Sweeping hand pass to accommodate McGuan. Right half forward. High kick, pulling it back for Lockett. Dorotic did well. It falls to Scott. 25 metres out and he's missed. Victoria lead. Familiar face. A cold familiar face by the looks of it. It's a cold night tonight. Dorotic to bring it in. Good crowd now. Really has built up. Late starting game. Some controversy about that too as Dorotic goes in short. Half volley. Fine, was he carried forward in the tackle? Not according to the umpire. Mitchell, goal. Victoria lead 3-4 to 2-3.
And that all came about because playing the huddle at centre half back, there was a bad kick, well tackled by Collins on Bain, but it was a bad kick by Dorotic. You could also say maybe good covering by the Victorians in that centre half back position. They covered the huddle well. Poor David Bain just getting to his feet now after that strong tackle by Collins.
Victoria by 7 points, and it's Mitchell who pumps them down towards Stoneham. He tried to tap it onto Scott. Gets him now. Scott in towards full forward, over the top, past Ablett it goes, and a rush through for one behind. And only just getting there in time was Glenn Jakovic to get a hand to it. An excellent first quarter here at the MCG. This time, he goes long. Kickett's his target. Derek Kickett, an exciting player. Up towards half forward. Mainwaring is there. With him is McGuan. Both have picked up touches. McGuan's made an excellent start.
Good effort by Kickett on that occasion because Gary Ablett not known for his defensive skills, as is Kickett. Gary Ablett really didn't put much pressure on Kickett when he took off after that ball.
Mitchell sneaks away again. Ablett in front. This time takes the mark. 50 metres. This is going to bring Gary Ablett to within 30 metres and almost directly in front. He should score his second goal. Pulled it, he's just snuck it in. Ablett gets his second. And again, Victoria sneaks clear. 4-5, plays 2-3.
Not a good kick off the boot by Gary Ablett. Sandy a little apprehensive in calling that because of the fact that that ball didn't come off the boot properly, and it did look as if it was going to the left of goals. Maybe it's the fact that he's not used to handling the burly ball.
Victoria out by 14 points now. They've kicked the last 2 goals. Wine gets it down. Stoneham in trouble. Cleverly gets the kick off. And Scott, just your long teammate, takes the mark at centre half forward. Goes down towards the kickoff line. Low. Terrific mark. Shielding the ball from his teammate with his body. And such strong hands, like a vice.
Classic use of the body. Watch this. Look. Body out. There. Nothing could be done in that situation by Djakovic. Bottom into the opponent. Arms outstretched in front of the body. Good effort, Lowe.
Stuart Lowe, 20 metres out. Kicks, and kicks truly. His second goal. And the Vicks putting on a spurt now. Scores will level at 2-3 apiece. And they've kicked right away.
Now the problem is in the ruck. It is Wynn who's getting the ball and initiating it and hitting it towards the Victorian goal. The Victorians are then running into that space and then pushing the ball down forward. He has got to be contained. Hepburn's got to do something, maybe jump a little early, change his angle, or do something to stop Wynn's ascendancy here at the centre bounce.
Let's see what happens this time. Mitchell can fist it further forward. Was down looking for McGuan, taken by Mainwaring, but the tackle's effective. The ball spills free to Hannah. Down towards Ablett and kick it. Ablett. This for number 3.
Ablett finding space. Vice-like grip on that ball. Very strong in the upper body is Gary Ablett.
From 45 metres. There's number 3. And the Vicks kick clear. 6-5. Plays 2-3.
Well, they're doing it easily at the moment, aren't they, Victoria? They've really slipped it into overdrive. Not much pressure coming. I'll kick it on Ablett on that occasion. Gave Ablett too much of a start. Then again, a lot of his teammates are doing exactly the same. They've got a man up.
Well, he's no stranger to goals in State of Origin football. He got 8 back in 1984 and 6 in 1990, both against WA. Great start for Ablett tonight with 3. As the ball comes towards him once more. Matera's got it though. He got it from Hepburn. Kicks it back towards the half-forward line. O'Donnell did well. Hannah in trouble on his knees brilliantly. O'Donnell out wide, taken by Brown. Across his body. Great courage shown by Burke. The ball ricochets out of bounds. Matera hard on him, and it will be thrown in. In the foreground, Billy Goggin and Ted Whitten. Behind them, WA camp. Hepburn gets it down. Buick couldn't control it. Collins over the ball now. It goes out of bounds. 5-5 to 2-3. The 6-5. What's that for parochial? There's Brown straight up in the air. Bounces inside the field of play and goes out. So a boundary throw in. Plenty of commitment from players of both sides approaching quarter time.
Stoneham wins it from behind. Soccer towards the centre. Winmar tries to flick it further afield, but it's taken by Hannah off to Wine on the Roos. Beautifully to Scott. Robert Scott's had a big first quarter. He goes short to McGuan.
Should have a shot from here.
He too's had a good first term. Coming up for his 6th kick. And this for Victoria's 7th goal.
Obviously not confident. You see there by the eyes. He's looking for options.
The drop punt by McGuan is offline. Well, he ran all the way down the ground to try and take a kick from James Manson. That was unsuccessful last weekend as Greg Williams looks on. So behind on the board to Victoria, 6-6, leading WA 2-3.
Wasn't exactly the perfect crime as it turned out, that one. Dorotich goes in short. Second got it.
Second time too that they've spotted or looked for kick it on a kick out.
The crowd I think it's Lewis. He gets a boo before they realise. In short to Kemp. Kemp goes over the top. This is McIntosh around the outer side. Allen, long kick down towards the pocket. Back goes Spalding. Good mark. Just outside the 50, Earl Spalding. Too far out to score, told to play on. WA working up into a slight breeze. They'll contest on the kickoff line. Good
well
mark,
done.
Wine. In from the side.
It's the form ruckman in the competition at the moment.
Hannah in trouble, but gets away. Langford quickly onto the boot, and it's marked by Bain about 10 metres away, no more. He goes in short towards the pocket. Lewis was up, couldn't hang on. Back goes Burke, and it runs out of bounds and will be thrown in.
What a good kick by Bain. Chipped it up and allowed Buse to get to Lewis.
Wind again. This time does it with the left hand. Bain trying to flick it out. Buick is in there for Western Australia. Nathan Burke at the bottom of the pack. Buse there also. Buick sneaks away, but just a little too late.
And Lamb has gone off the ground, Sandy, and Scott Waters is coming on for the West. There he is, Dwayne Lamb, starting on the half-back flank. Waters is going over and picking up Robert Scott. Scott has been a bit of a problem for the West.
Under 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter here at the MCG. Collins trying to do some fancy work against Darren Buick. Together they see it over the line. Kenny Hinkley wearing number 17 for Victoria. Wind front spot, comes out the back to Hinkley. Gets a hurried kick. Scott, he's having a wonderful turn. Kick is not so good. It's marked by Kickett. Swings it wide to Kemp.
Worsfold's gone on to Gary Ablett too, releasing Kickett to play further up the ground.
Winmar comes steaming over the top, then sits in the mud as Milhana sneaks away down towards Stoneham. The Vicks looking to head towards Lockett territory. Gavin Brown will do that right now. The drop punt up towards full forward. Lockett! Ablett should kick it and does. Won't make the distance. In towards the square it goes. Lockett again. High and wide. Out on the full.
So the beauty about Stuart Lowe, he's prepared to play in front. On that occasion he didn't take the ball, but he had trapped it. He trapped it and got it across to Lockett.
Matera to the outer side. Winmar up in front. Kemp goes off the ground. O'Donnell right in his hammer, and it's out of bounds and will be thrown in.
Great sporting family, the O'Donnells. His sister represents Victoria and Australia in netball.
Wind and Hepburn. Wind gets it down. Hepburn goes off the ground. Allen again. Down towards half forward. Starcevic running away from his own goal. Forced to kick. Concedes about 25 metres. Kickett battling there with Harvey. Clever mark, Harvey. Sweeping hand pass out wide. This is Hinkley. In trouble. Centering kick. Burke and/or support. Brown. Brown 40 metres out. Telling Kickett's a goal. That's his first. Victoria extend their lead. 7-6 plays 2-3.
A little bit of pressure out there by the Vicks. Evidence that by that kick by Starcevic. He didn't really bring it around. In actual fact, he kicked it towards the Victorian goal, brought the ball back into the centre. And there's Brown running onto it. Elementary kick from centre half forward.
.48 plays 15. Wide prepares himself.
Interesting that Spalding's in there now, Sandy. Hepburn out.
See what he can do. Wide wins it again. Should be a Victorian free kick to Mitchell, but not paid. Hurriedly by Buse. Chasing is Hannah and Ablett. Ablett there first. Held. The umpire calls play on. He spoons it out the back looking for Hannah, but he spooned it illegally. Nicky Winmar.
Hepburn playing at centre half back. Spalding going in and doing the centre bounce work. And Spalding goes back on the half forward flank.
Goes back to John Worsfold. And then it goes back to Winmar. They're having a little game on that half-back flank. Now they get going. Up over the centre. Wine, who's been supreme in the air in this first quarter. Kemp under a ton of pressure. Harvey tries to get through heavy traffic. Can't quite do so. Starcevic can't pick it up at the first attempt. Eventually does so to Bain, who just gets his kick in time. Very good tackle, because he was put off his kick and it went straight to Buse. That is not a good kick. Mitchell through. Does well, has time to steady, finds Stuart Lowe. Lowe has kicked 2 goals. And his forward line carving them up at the moment. Ablett has 3. Mitchell 1, Brown 1. Stuart Lowe looking to make his personal tally 3. And he has. 3 goals for Stuart Lowe. A big quarter for Victoria. 8-6. Plays 2-3.
Got great admiration for that man. When he started, he was really a big marking player, but he certainly worked on his game and his physique. His whole attitude to football is just terrific. He's a very fit man, and look at that kick. He certainly couldn't have done that when he first started. A real professional in his outlook, Stuart Lowe.
Matera off. Waterman is on. Ablett's got the ball. Worsfold's gone onto Ablett now. This is Harvey. Lockett on the lead. Brilliant football out of the middle. It's all starting there. And the delivery into the forward line is killing Western Australia.
Wine's not really hitting it to a place. He's just hitting it forward, and the Victorians are running into that area with confidence. Look, there's Harvey setting it up for Lockett. Teammates combining.
Tony Lockett, he's played in 3 State of Origin games for 7 goals. His best performance 5 against South Australia back in '89. And he's first here from just inside the 50. Leans back on the kick, but it's good. Well, it's a rout at the moment at the MCG. Victoria 9-6, Western Australia 2-3. Bear in mind the scores were level at 2-3 apiece.
And here it is, Wynn just pushing it forward. Though we didn't get a clear hit down. Wind, I should say. I stand to be corrected. And Matera, Waring's gone off the ground too as Lockett's taking that kick, and coming on is Peter Wilson for the West.
Back in the middle once again. Wind wins it. Dennis mentioned that scores were level at 2-3 apiece. That was at the 16-minute mark. So for the last 15 minutes or so, Victoria has dominated. And at quarter time here at the MCG, Victoria 9-6, 60, leading Western Australia and Merry Dance 2-3, 15. Second quarter, 9-6, plays 2-3. Victoria in charge after booting 7-3 to nothing. Wind continues where he left off. So too does Harvey with a powerful kick in towards Lockett. Dorotich had front spot, did well to spoil. Oh, Lockett's recovery, marvellous. Shrugs 2 tackles, kicks high, has kicked a miraculous goal. What a start by the Big B.
Now the beauty of this play was the fact that Lockett wanted the ball. His hands went down when Kicketts went to kick the ball off the ground. Watch this. Here it is, Harvey. Now watch Lockett. He'll go for the ball, which is on the ground now. And look, Kickett really didn't go for it. He tried to poke it out. Lockett kept his eyes on the ball and reaped the benefit on the scoreboard.
Big margin now, 66-15. There's Brown held without it. And the free kick will be paid. Alongside the centre circle, Gavin Brown. Played so well on Saturday for Collingwood. And Gary Ablett tonight.
Aren't they confident, the Victorians, Dennis? Look, they're all up over near the centre of the ground. No one in their back line. They're running now.
They want it kicked on. There's Scott down towards the pocket. It's very cold out there. Jakovic over the ball. They left it for Lockett. He snaps. Oh, terrific. It's another one. He's got 3. Victoria get their 11th, 11-6 to 2-3. It is a blitz.
Well, here's Scott getting involved again, but I mentioned earlier how the Victorians are coming down the ground. They want to get involved, and this man here, very jubilant with this kick. Hands in the air. Takes a lot of pride in his performance, Tony Lockett.
72, plays 15. Wind again wins it. It's becoming a little monotonous. Ablett, a tap on for Harvey. Eventually sockered wide towards Burke. It came from O'Donnell. Down to the half-forward line, Stoneham marks. The old cricket pitch area. Low. Beautiful lead and a lovely pass.
Centre break, Sandy. 11 Victoria, 3 Western Australia.
Watch Lockett. Oh, he did give a nice old push there. No goal. Free kick.
That'd be Murray Vernon paying that free kick, wouldn't it?
Murray Vernon.
Murray. Would he be related to Grant?
Oh, Grant, I should say.
Definite push.
Yeah, Murray was at the MCG about 35 years ago, Don. I can see why you made your mistake.
Over the head of Scott. Kemper's with him. Oh, bursting through is Stoneham. Look at that! One behind. Well, there's some exciting football action here at the MCG as Don continues to relive the past. Dorotage to bring it back into play.
He was a good left-handed back. So Dorotage to kick it in. 11-7-2-3. Members side with the kick. Spalding's in front, almost the mark, knocked away. Mainwaring back on the ground, shrugs a tackle, does well across half back, towards half forward. Wilson's on the ground, it comes forward, taken by Hannah, draws a man. This is Roos on the wing, down towards half forward, and low. Uncontested mark on his chest, about 60 metres from goal, sets it up for Lockett. They've done that before, kick it in from the side, almost the mark. In fact, he was taken over the shoulder. Advantage paid, he wants to go, now he's in trouble. Mainwaring got an awkward one, controlled it well. Was taken late, relayed free kick at centre half back. Chris Mainwaring up slowly. He was the captain last year. I was talking about John Worsfold before. The second pure Eagle to captain Western Australia as Allen goes long towards half forward. Back goes Waterman. Interesting, only one previous skipper didn't play VFL or AFL, and that was Stephen Michael.
Harding off, seat camp on for the West.
Langdon back to goal, 50 metres out. Starcevic, 55 metres out. Buick did pretty well, goes off the ground. And out of bounds it goes from Hinckley on the full.
Wilson. WA looking for their first scores. He tries to go short to Alan Hannah. Gets the hand pass away across to Gavin Brown, who's having a very good night. A high kick. Back towards centre wing. Harvey in front. Tackling has been fierce. The Victorians' desire and their approach on the football. Spalding finds out about that as he loses it to Ablett. Gary Ablett, outside 50. Little left foot chip. Pops it up in the air for Lockett. Got a hand to it, but just couldn't pull it in. But look at his recovery. Marvellous. Off to Scott. Robert Scott. Over the top. Bang. There's another one.
Well, he had the option, Scott, of going over the top to low, but he decided to do it by himself. And there's the score, 12-7, 79 Victoria. Really going on with this game. And the West 2-3, 15 as Scott will take this. When's he coming into screen? Just now. He went. It could have gone over the top there. He drew a man, decided to chip it himself for Victoria's 12th.
Robert Scott, 10 kicks so far in this game. The last one a goal. And Barry Mitchell is getting a free. He's been busy. Gets it off to O'Donnell. Kicks inside the attacking 50. Low. About 40 metres out. This will test him. Kicking up into a breeze.
Dennis, there's really not much the West can do, is there? When a team, or any team, is playing the way Victoria are playing at the moment, there's not much good shifting players.
No. Sniper fire, I think, is their best chance. Here's Lowe. From just inside the 50. Hasn't got the carry, no. Nor the accuracy, and Kemp rushes it through for a behind.
12-8. Plays 2-3. Victoria's added 3 goals too as Lambert warms up this quarter. WA yet to add to their quarter-time score. Dorotich having plenty of work. To the half-back line, Jakovic. There's the difference in the approach of the two sides. Jakovic uncertain where to go. The Victorians chock-a-block full of confidence at the moment as Roos sees it over the line.
Wasn't that tentative?
Dual E.J. Whitten medal winner is Paul Roos, winning it in 85 and 88. Harvey has been busy.
Kick it now playing on the half-forward line, being picked up by Ken Hinkley. Started on the half-back with Ablett, then moved up onto centre wing now on half-forward line.
Still on the outer wing. There is Paul Roos. 3 times All-Australian. Wind on that occasion beaten for it. WA through Allen. Surge it down to half-forward. But he finds his Hawthorn teammate. Collins off to Buse. The Rat goes over the centre. Lowe comes over the top. Oh, this is exciting stuff to watch. Stuart Lowe pops it up in the air. Dorotich and Lockett. Kemp hammers it away towards the half-back line. Only as far as Nathan Burke. Look at that for a kick. Just hits the stump of the post. One behind. And I don't know why that furrow is so deep in E.J. Whitten's brow. They lead 81-15.
Great shepherd there too from Stoneham to buy some time for Burke. He's in the action again. This is Waterman out against the boundary line. Awkward one for Lamb. Met solidly. Still he goes. Allen held without it. He'll get the free kick.
Kemp's gone on to Robert Scott. Robert Scott playing half forward. Kemp initially was tagged by O'Donnell.
Allen towards half forward. Kick it in front. Hinkley over the top. Big fist away. Harvey with courage stood his ground. Seacamp.
Oh, it
pushed
should be
in
a
the
free
back.
kick.
Thanks, Don. And he's going to get it. Seacamp on the outer side. That's 2 out of 2. Seacamp on the wing. Started on the bench. First man taken in last November's draft. Goes wide. Langdon sliding mark.
Good lead by Langdon. Also a good kick that covered 40 metres.
Well, a long time ago now, Langdon got WA's first goal. A snap out of the pocket. Here he is kicking at their third. Well, what has happened since then? All of it bad for Western Australia. The crowd not letting up. Langdon, good effort. Oh, terrific kick. Great goal by Carl Langdon. 3-3 to 12-9. Just over 17 minutes remaining till half-time.
Well, he does a lot of the hard work. Now, that is a good kick. That's a 40-metre pass. And Langdon does a lot of hard work for the West Coast Eagles. And one criticism I have, he just doesn't seem to finish his game off. If he could kick goals like he is tonight, he'd be really adding something to his repertoire as a player.
Out of the middle, it's Harvey who sets Victoria down to the half-forward line. The race is on. Leading is Brown. Going over the top is Mainwaring. Look at Gavin Brown. Working hard. He gets it out to his Collingwood teammate Mickey McGuan, who gives it off to Buse.
Kick it.
No, it's Buse. And he does. Look at this. Ablett. Oh, just skews off the side. One behind. That goal from Carl Langdon, his second, as Barry Stoneham's in the hands of the trainers. It was West Australia's first since the 15-minute mark of the first quarter. So it has not been easy. The Victorian defence has been very miserly as Winmar runs down the ground. Stoneham still in the hands of the trainers as the mark is taken by Derek Kickett. Off he goes quickly to Allen. Back again to Kickett. Giving away a little ground before he eventually makes a bit to McIntosh. Short pass, Langdon.
Oh, that should be, good. It was a good build-up by the West. Dennis thought that Derek Kickett was a little bit fancy in the centre there, but a good pass by McIntosh to find Langdon again. Doing well, Langdon.
Langdon going for his third. Well, he's pulled that away to the right. On behind. 12-10. Plays 3-4 with under 16 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Well, in fairness to Derek Kickett, I think he's trying to share the ball around a bit. Quite a few of the West Australians haven't had too many touches since early in the game. Kick in, Wine, strong mark.
He's had 3 opponents on him tonight, Dennis. Djokovic has now got the job.
Langford towards half forward. McIntosh, a clever mark. Thought about going. Now he does. Particularly good hand pass. It comes to Spalding. Back to McIntosh, but that's what they've got to do. Try and buy some touches for teammates. Get the confidence back. This is Roos. Stood up in the tackle. Buse. And now McGuan. Forward of right half back. Goes down towards right half forward. Stoneham. Can he get there in time? No, he can't. It bounces away from him. Goes out of bounds. And it will be thrown in. So a 9-goal first term setting it up for the Vicks. And they lead 12-10 to 3-4 at the moment. Just under 15 minutes till half-time. Stonham's in front. As you like. Gets it down, but Kemp's in the road to Winmar. He runs away from half-back. Nicky Winmar up towards the middle. Probing kick towards half-forward. In from the side. Kickett with great courage. Kickett. Outside the 50. Long bomb. It favours Langdon, who turns his back, tracks it back towards the boundary line. It goes out of bounds. Not a particularly good kick for the forwards, that one.
So it's in the right forward pocket, taken out of there by Wine, who caught one high. And he'll take it from the back pocket. He's had a fantastic night, Scott Wine. Off to Roos and O'Donnell. Over the head of Scott. Stoneham was the target. McIntosh back first to it. Well, the kick is not a good one. Gavin Brown gets a shocking bounce. He's still going though, Gavin Brown. Is ridden into the ground. And we'll find ourselves with a bounce just about in the middle. Promoted to vice captain with Greg Williams unable to take his place in the side. Wine using the left hand. Ablett working hard. Going with him is Chris Waterman. And another bounce. This ground really is in fantastic condition considering the rain that we've had in Melbourne in the past few days. I think everyone thought it was going to be a slip sliding affair tonight, but that's certainly not the case. Collins and Roos. Roos at the bottom, gets it out to O'Donnell, off to Burke, off to Ablett. To centre wing. Too wide for Dwayne Lamb and Barry Mitchell. Mark Bayes leading the Victorian interchange players. Collier, Osborne, Allen, Burke through with a tap. Scott has it held by Kemp. And another bounce still on centre wing. He's had a fantastic year, Dean Kemp. Ablett tries some fancy stuff. Allen could have been held. In fact, the umpire said yes. So Ben Allen will take it on the outer side. Not a lot in it.
Not much in that one either.
No.
Allen's kick to half forward. Hannah, the defender, pushes it down in front. Sneaking it out was Wilson. Here's a chance for Western Australia as it goes across the face of goal, however, and one behind, and Nicky Winmar takes Western Australia to 3-5. 23. They trail Victoria 12-10.
Getting a little bit more involved. Winmar up around centre wing. Gavin Brown is his opponent.
Langford kicks off. Wind is the target. Did well deflecting it across to Buse. Tackled by Buick. And about 15 metres. Wilson didn't get behind the ball. Now he's got problems. Buse got behind him and then Allen, but Allen's going to get a free kick for a push in the back. Ben Allen, forward of the wing. Simpson medalist in '88 for WA against South Australia. Puts it up in the air for Langdon. Over the top, Langford. Plays on immediately. This is Hinckley, who runs across the last line of defence, but the kick isn't a particularly good one. It pits Burke against Waterman. Waterman does very well, reaching in, controlled the ball, great evasion, wonderful football. And a fine kick to finish it. Kick it on the 50. Could kick a goal here. Goes long, it's bending back. Has it got the carry? Yes, it has. A goal to kick it, but Chris Waterman, terrific football on the wing, one-on-one. Beat Burke and set it up.
And kick it by himself at the centre-half forward position. You just don't see this on screen here. The build-up. Waterman doing well. Evades one, got away from Burke, then evaded the tackle. And kick it all by himself. Ken Hinkley is his opponent. And Hinkley, an attacking half-back, has got to man up a little bit.
Kickett gets his first, and a much-needed one for WA. Should be a free kick there.
Oh.
Not going to be paid. Brown burrows in. It comes out the back door to Milhana, who had it, and then retrieved it again. O'Donnell to the outer side. Lovely kick. Unable to take the mark, Stoneham.
Oh, well done.
Trying desperately to get into the game, but it's Burke, his St Kilda teammate, who blocks it off. Now here's a chance for Winmar to sneak clear. Up towards Langdon again. And he marks inside 50.
He was on the lead, Langdon, before Winmar had really control of that ball.
He's kicked two, Carl Langdon. They've got to play catch-up football now. Can they catch up? Into the square it goes and over the back for one behind. 12-10, plays 4-6. Margin of 52 points. They're well rugged up here at the MCG tonight, but a very good crowd. With just on 10 minutes remaining, Ruse looks for Brown. Pull to the ground, and he'll take it at half-back.
Well, he's going to take the mark then, Brown, and Winmar did the obvious thing.
McGuan's loose and can run towards centre wing. Floating kick, wants Stoneham. Got a hand to it. Harvey waiting at the back. Flicked over towards Burke. Finds it difficult in the glue pot. Well done by Stuart Lowe to get the hand pass initially out. Now Harvey. Back once again. Ruse kick smothered. Chris Lewis in there for Western Australia. It's eventually over the line on the outer side.
Barry Stoneham about to come off. He was playing in the forward pocket. Kulanuk's going to replace him. Gary Ablett seems to be playing in the forward pocket as well. With Lockett at full forward, Sandy.
Yeah, we saw Don Stoneham in the hands of the trainers.
He's running off all right. I don't think there's much wrong with him.
Well, as he comes onto the ground, Stuart Lowe has a chance to send Victoria forward once again. Mickey McGuan takes a hand pass from 40 metres, sets sail for home, and misses. So Steve Kolyanook, a big moment for him. His first State of Origin match as Barry Stoneham has a spell on the bench.
Yes, he's earned it. Steve Kolyanook having a fine season. Not a particularly good matchup for WA. McIntosh on Kolyanook. This is McIntosh, at least for the moment. Superior. Winmar fumbles. Now he's in trouble. Back to McIntosh.
Oh, Winmar's let one go, and Kolyanook, and it's on behind play.
Kolyanook and Winmar. Meantime, WA have turned the ball over in midfield. Mr. Lewis, though. It's a good fight. Down towards the pocket it goes. Langdon is outnumbered. Close to the boundary line, it's out of bounds.
It's on here.
Well, this is interesting. This will pit some teammates against each other. Worsfold and Ablett.
Gee, Ablett went in hard then too.
Did he? What?
Helping out Kulanuk.
Meantime, Lamb. The roars coming from the action on the outer side. Hinkley's got it. Hinkley comes away towards the wing. Brown favoured. Up he goes and he claims the mark. The fight has broken up.
Worsfold's just given Ablett an elbow just as they were breaking up too.
We'll hear more of that, I fancy. Quite a few big punches thrown out there. It was a two-man war. And a third party arrived at the rate of knots. So Brown's got the ball meantime. Inside the attacking 50. Low is the target. From behind that time. Mitchell over the ball. Seacamp put him down. Sliding in there, Mainwaring with courage. And a whistle.
Felt for Gary Ablett then because he was left there and Kulanuk just walked off. He was the initiator with it. Winmar. Now, this is the way it started. Now just watch this. There it is. Now that's what started it. We just didn't miss. We missed the left and the right, and the right and the left.
Back with the live action now, and it's only 25 metres out from Victoria's goal, directly in front. The bounce to take place. Swept over the back. Mitchell tries to storm through, but it's McIntosh. Well done. Gets a kick towards the half-back line. Hannah did well, pushing it along in front of him. He's under pressure. Well played by Milhana. Flicks it round his body. A high kick to the half-forward line. Scott got a hand to it. Couldn't complete the mark. McIntosh gets the hand pass away, and it's Earl Spalding who gets WA out of trouble. To Worsfold. The skipper as Mainwaring leaves the ground. Wine. Ruse. Going over the top of him was Glenn Jakovich in no uncertain fashion, and it'll be a bounce on the outer wing.
Well, in the last 10 minutes or so, WA have certainly improved. They needed to, but credit to them. Waterman pushed off it. Brown, eyes only for the ball. Jakovich dragged down. Harvey going nowhere. Winmar's got it. Well done by Wind on the ground to rake it in. Ball up.
Mainwaring just gone off the ground. Matera has gone on to centre wing. Now Mainwaring still on the boundary line, so maybe he's coming back on again. There he is, washing the mouth guard.
Meantime, Burke, hurried kick towards half forward. Collinhook comes to meet the ball, did well. Scott cleverly sends McGuan away from 50. Here goes Goldwood. It's accurate. Another one. McGuan gets his first after several attempts. 13-11 plays 4-6.
Yeah, that was well done by Collinhook. Although he didn't get the ball, he really did run hard as Mainwaring comes onto the ground. Worsfold off. He may be carrying an injury, Worsfold, but it was the way that Collinhook ran at the ball. It was terrific stuff, and it was good to see teammates go across and congratulate him.
So McGuan gets his first in Victoria's 13. 13-11 plays 4-6. Chris Mainwaring back out onto the ground from the middle. It's Winmar. He's come into it in this second quarter after a very quiet first. Down towards half forward. Starcevic under pressure, but gets it away to Jakovich, who heads for home. Long kick, pulling it into the pocket. The outstretched arms of Carl Langdon can't reach it. Throw in WA's left forward pocket. Just over 5 minutes remaining, and there are the quarter by quarter hit outs with Scott Wind in particular dominating. Hinkley gets a short kick over the line once again. Goes the ball with Gary O'Donnell. So another throw in. Very cool night here in Melbourne, getting down to about 8 degrees. At the start of the evening it was just on 10. Starcevic caught.
Great pressure there by the Victorian, Sandy. Ruse on Starcevic.
Only 20 metres out from WA's goal. Can they capitalise here? O'Donnell gets the hand pass away. Mitchell and Ruse along with Burke tidy up. Nathan Burke. Centering kick. Here comes Stuart Lowe.
Oh.
Look at that. It's stuck like glue. He pops a kick up to the forward line and finds his St Kilda teammate in Robert Harvey. Off to Gavin Brown. This will test him. Short little chip pass, beautifully done to Collinhook, but too short. Play on is the call. Matera should sneak away. Lockett gets him in a vice-like grip. Collinhook slips as a Winmar.
Whoa.
And here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. No, all is quiet in the camp.
Tony might have been wanting to flex his muscles on that occasion.
A bounce, right half forward for Victoria. Stuart Lowe says, I'll hammer it down to you, whichever way I can, and he does. And then he takes them out. He's a tremendous player. Always put Gavin Brown under pressure, gets a kick in towards half forward, was looking for Ablett, they surge down on him. Mainwaring tries to run it out, but then eventually leaves it for his teammate in Chris Lewis.
To Allen, through midfield, too much carry for Kickett. All Victoria behind. They take a while, but Hinkley comes away from half back towards half forward. McIntosh, who's on Ablett now, swings it out wide. A chance for Western Australia if it stays in here. Allen, metres in the clear. Still he goes, Allen. Centering kick, not a particularly good one. Starcevic did well.
Gee, Manwaring's going off the ground again. He's on the ground and off the ground. Now Worsfold's coming back on.
Langford gets a fist on this one. It goes out of bounds. So Worsfold is back on the ground.
I wonder if it's his contact lenses again.
Again, maybe. Worsfold is on Collinhook at the present time. 13-11, 4-6. 2:20 remaining in the term. Wilson, a snap towards goal. Wayward kick out of bounds on the full in the right full forward pocket. Peter Wilson, who played so well last Friday night. Here's Langford. Boots it towards the outer side wing. Behind all WA. Waterman, hurried kick inside the 50. Hinkley couldn't control it. Kick it. Did well to get it across to Wilson. Wilson, great evasion. Peter Wilson, 35 metres out. Snaps. It's good. A belated one for WA. They're 5-6. Victoria 13-11.
Short stepping player is Peter Wilson. See that short footwork as he evades here. Left, right. Again. Good effort. Coming off the bench. Worsfold's gone to the back pocket. He's just come back on. And Waterman has gone up to centre wing or forward line. He was playing in the back.
Good goal for Peter Wilson. From the middle. Harvey again. Down to half forward. Kemp takes the mark. Dean Kemp, probably the best player for the Eagles so far this year. Gets it across to Worsfold, who guides it wide and finds Waterman. They want a couple of quick goals badly. Langdon gives them the opportunity. He can sneak away here. Plays on from 60 metres. In towards full forward he goes. Tap wide. Buick is there. In towards goal, but the whistle sounded. There is a free kick going Victoria's way against Derek Kickett. Bad luck for Buick and WA. Hinkley to take it. Off to Mitchell. Kickett may get him. No. Sneaks wide. Chips out to Brown. Back to Mitchell again, who under pressure was forced to soccer off the ground and did well to gain 35 metres before it goes over the line, almost down to centre wing.
Great pressure by Derek Kickett too, who stood the mark and chased two men towards the outer side and forced that soccer off the ground. Good to see.
Wind and Jakovic. Wind has two attempts with the right hand. Waterman up against Hughes, who lunges over the line. 89 plays 36. 53 points the margin. Waterman can't get clear, neither can Mitchell. Kemp has him. Scott. Kemp had him as well. Effective handball eventually sees O'Donnell bring it away down towards Collinhook. Couldn't trap it with the one hand. And as the siren sounds, it was going against Steve Collinhook, but it's half time. Well, WA has put the brakes on to a degree in that second quarter, but they've still got an extraordinary amount of work to do if they're going to get back into this match. Steve Collinhook is the player who just came onto the ground. Ted Whitten, chairman of selectors for Victoria, and coach Bill Goggin head down towards the rooms to address the players. But they can be well satisfied holding a 53-point lead now after holding a 45-point break at quarter time. Lambert and Osmond, two of the interchange players, leave the ground. We check the score for you. Victoria at half time. 13-11, 89, leading WA 5-6, 36. 53 points. So can WA come back? Let's hope they can. 13-11, plays 5-6 and make a real contest of it. Wind wins it down to Hughes, who gets the hand pass away to Burke. Kemp had it, but only for a moment. Brown surges it down towards the 50-metre line, is then overtaken by Allen. Chasing hard is Stoneham. The big man does well. Round his body, but the kick is poorly directed, and it's Earl Spalding who clears. Good kick up towards centre wing, and the mark taken by Glenn Jakovic.
Jakovic down towards half forward. High kick. Lewis goes up. It falls forward. It's going to be a WA free kick in there. Derek Kickett to take it. But left half forward Kickett goes down towards the forward pocket. Langdon has been prepared to lead. That went out of bounds Off the fingertips of Langdon. I thought it may have gone out on the full. Still, boundary umpire in pretty good position down there. Boundary throw in. Wind, who's dominated this game, battling there with Starcevic. Still he goes, that time against Wilson. This is Waters. Winmar set a task, knocked away by Brown. Starcevic chasing it away from his own goal. Here's Ablett. Brilliant pickup, great evasion. Still he goes. The hand pass, not a particularly good one. Wind in trouble. Down he goes. Wilson's got him. And there'll be a ball up.
Bit of courage shown then by Ablett, and also a bit of class the way he went and picked that ball up. He was the only one prepared to go and get it.
Ablett, 3 goals so far tonight. Lockett's got 3. Lowe's got 3. Langdon 2 for WA. Rucks go at it. Wilson, in fact, wins it down. Brown cleverly. Starcevic could have been held without it. Winmar in trouble. Buse over the ball. Tries to slap it out. Well, almost. And another ball up about 35 metres out from WA's attacking goal. They trailed by 45 points at quarter time, the West, and 53 at the major break. The umpire bounces it in the pocket, and a free kick is going to Craig Starcevic. Held, according to umpire Vernon. So Starcevic should score from here, and WA would love it to be a goal. Distance shouldn't be a problem. Good conditions tonight for footy. Pretty still. And Starcevic has kicked truly. His first goal, the first of the second half, and WA go to 6-6. Victoria 13-11.
Well, he would have got a bigger reception had he have been playing for Collingwood and kicked that goal. Very parochial crowd here tonight. The West get the first score of this, the second half. Let's hope they can make a better fist of it than what they did in the first half.
.47 points the margin. Brown couldn't get an effective kick away. Harvey does, down towards Scott on the half-forward line, and he takes the mark in front of Kemp. Robert Scott will get round onto the right boot. Tumbling a punt in towards Lowe and Lockett. Lockett doing it from behind. McGuan chips in towards goal and misses. Oh, he says to himself, I should have got that one.
3 points for Mickey McGuan.
Dorotage to the outer side once again. Oh, Waters flying over Scott. Couldn't take the mark. Buse tumbling a kick in towards full forward. Lockett behind Dorotage, but first to recover. So too Mitchell there. Gets it out quickly to Brown, pushing the ball along in front of him. Socket wide and eventually over the line in the left forward pocket. From the throw-in. Waters had it for a moment, then lost it to Ablett, who's caught. Ball spills free. Back to Buse it comes. Oh, he dodges and he weaves and he twists and he may get caught. He does. Should lose it. The advantage will be paid. WA out of trouble. Now a chance to mount something. Ben Allen across the centre towards half forward. Hannah. Now it's O'Donnell's kick. Wide to the right half forward flank. Lewis. Beaten. And eventually pushed over the line by Gary O'Donnell. Well, the Vicks love it. Disappointment for Chris Lewis. Throw in once again. Stoneham and McIntosh. Winmar. And again over the line. Barry Stoneham had his colours lowered against Collingwood. This time he wins it. Down to his Geelong teammate Robert Scott. Dean Kemp is making sure he's going nowhere. Once again they do battle. This time it's Scott Waters. Brings it in towards the centre of the ground. Lewis. Good looking kick. Up towards the forward line. He wants Langdon. Hannah will be first back to it. Over the top he goes to Collins. He'll have to be quick. Does get a kick that travels 8 or 9 metres, but finishes over the line.
Gavin Brown has 16 possessions, so too Robert Harvey. They're the leaders. Wilson, hurried kick, out of bounds on the full in the right full forward pocket. 14-12 to 6-6. Ken Hinckley. Members side, high kick. Wide works his way in front, uncontested mark. Read it best off the boot, plays on immediately. This is Burke, a late inclusion, chips it out wide. Ruse misses it, and it goes out of bounds. Not his usual form. Boundary throw in on the wing. Starcevic. Now he walks away. Wide, uncontested. Well, the West Australians not thinking there. Wine's kicked down towards half forward, and Kemp takes it across the line. Jakovic will come up, I think, and do the ruck work this time.
No, he's not. He's going back to pick up Wine.
So McIntosh forced to go against Stoneham. Waters, who's been busy so far, Buick over his head. Kemp brilliantly trapped. Hurried kick towards half forward. Wilson's in front. Hannah does best though, reaching over the top. Now Burke, tackled immediately by Waterman. The ball flies out of bounds. Boundary throw in. WA with the only goal in this term. Wind again. Backhands it down. Lamb, awkward one. Well controlled by Kemp to Winmar. Lost his footing, and as a result, Scott able to get to him and force the error.
It's good pressure from Robert Scott. Gary O'Donnell, centering kick, finding Brown. That was his target. Ablett gives him a lead. Gary Ablett has booted 3, all in the first quarter. This is not beyond him if he gets onto it. Into the square and over the back for one behind. 13-13, plays 6-6. Dorotich going long. Ben Allen, good mark. Plays on to Lamb. Over the top to Winmar. To half forward. Buick says, excuse me please umpire. But he does manage to flick it out nicely to Waters. Waters a long kick in towards full forward. Langdon getting back, but he sees it sail through for a goal. Good goal by Scott Waters. His first in only his third State of Origin game.
Coming off the bench is Scott Waters. But this is a little bit questionable here. There. That off the ground by Buick. I don't know. Maybe I could deem that as a throw, but the umpire decided to let it go. Maybe because it was a little kind.
Scott Waters 5 possessions all in this term. WA still a long way out of it, but showing plenty of application in this third quarter. High kick inside the attacking 50. Stoneham in front, pushed off the ball. McIntosh did well. Lamb's hand pass rather untidy. Jakovic in trouble, confronted by Buse. Buse held without it, no free kick. Lamb working his way through. Unkind bounce on the centre wicket. Sliding in there is Brown. Dragged down Brown. And a whistle. Way to take the skin off on that centre wicket area. Pretty hard despite recent rain. Wine gets it down. Allen out of mid-air down towards half forward. Starcevic leads in the race. Ruse closing. Starcevic on his knees. Ooh. Down went McGuan. Ruse to O'Donnell. Over the top only as far as Seacamp. Well done. Hurried kick. It bounces inside the attacking 50. Langdon superbly. Starcevic took too long. May have bounced it through. No, he's missed.
It was clever work by Langdon. He steadied. He knew that he had Langford covered, who was behind. Used his body to shade the ball. Got it well across to Starcevic.
42 points the margin as Wilson looks for something up in the forward line. But nothing there. And Andy Collins takes the mark. Feeds it off to Buse. Another one to Mitchell, wide to Hannah. Milhana, a standing start. Wide, going to be very close to the boundary line and eventually over on centre wing.
He's got marvellous balance, Gavin Brown, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Stayed on his feet there when Winmar was trying to body him out of it, and Winmar initially had better position on him.
Barry Mitchell off the ground too for Victoria. Lambert just come on screen.
Line, Brown, Stoneham. Or Buse, he might be his target. If it sits, he could be in business. But it doesn't, and he's not.
Buick going off for Essendon. For Essendon. He does play for Essendon, but he's going off for West Coast.
Throw in.
I'll try it again. WA and Matera coming on.
Burke, 55 metres. High centering kick. Dorotich in front of Lockett, but Lockett keeps at him. Allen is there also. So too Spalding, and it's Earl Spalding who gets clear. Tony Lockett did some dumping behind play on Allen, but it's down to the half-forward flank and the mark taken by Peter Wilson. He's off. Gets around Hannah. 55 metres. It's a long kick in towards goal, but it's off target and through for one behind. It's certainly WA doing the bulk of the attacking. They are 7-8. They've kicked 2-2 for the quarter, and Victoria to date have added 2 behinds.
This is McGuan, and that's not on actually. Lockett slinging Allen, who is simply shepherding. This is Burke. Now towards half forward. Gavin Brown, he's been everywhere. Brown at left half forward. Here comes Lowe on the lead. Good kick, good mark. Terrific footy.
It's interesting, Spalding anticipated that Brown had centre the ball. However, Lowe continued to run in a straight line towards Brown. Brown saw him, good vision, chipped it across to Lowe.
10 marks tonight for Stewie Lowe. He's kicked 3 goals. There's Tony Lockett. But Lowe has been improving as a goal kicker with accuracy and distance this season. Not so this time. He's got neither. The ball comes off hands and goes through for a minor score. 13-14 to 7-8.
Dorotich again. To the outer side. Lamb.
Well done,
and Lambert. Well played by Lambert. Off to Harvey. Short little chip. Oh, Mickey McGuan slipped at the critical stage. Ben Allen does well to get it out. And it's Scott Waters clearing for WA. Wide to the outer wing. Roos uses the body to get rid of his opponent. Gavin Brown having an influence on this game. Across to McGuan. The Collingwood pair get it across to Collins. Back to McGuan. A high kick up towards Stuart Lowe. And he's beaten this time by John Dorotich.
Should have been a free kick to the man in front.
Dorotich plays on. Allen. Wide. Worsfold. Gets clear. Kicks over the wing. Derek Kickett takes the mark. And just gets rid of Nathan Burke. Swings round onto that left foot looking for Lewis. Almost complete at the mark. Couldn't quite take it. Wilson gets the hand pass away. Puts his teammate Winmar under the hammer, but he was tackled too high.
Was he?
According to the umpire. Let's have a look, Don. See what
this.
you think.
Oh, yes. The arm did slip. I only saw the arm slip down. But yes, initially the umpire right.
And Lewis was pretty close to a mark too, wasn't he?
Just didn't control it,
No.
did he?
So Nicky Winmar, All-Australian player last year. Kicking from 53 metres. Good-looking drop punt. That's a lovely kick, and it's a goal. His first, so WA continue to peg back that 53-point lead. 13-14, plays 8-8.
Here's the mark. There's a free kick. A little bit of trivia. They're still using that. Is it the Burley ball? I think it is. They used it the first quarter. I thought they used it half and half. Maybe they're changing each quarter.
Three goals kicked in this quarter, all of them by WA. Wilson kicks it out wide. Allen leads in the race. He's been busy in this term. Allen pursued by McGuan. Hand pass to his own advantage, and now will take the free kick. Ben Allen, 15 possessions. Down towards half forward. Starcevic up in front. Couldn't hang on. Wilson. Roos has got him. Holding the ball. Yes. So Roos to take the kick at right half back. Paul Roos. Victorian skipper towards the wing. Stoneham in front. McGuan's got it now. Across his body. Down towards half forward. There's Ablett held, not according to the umpire. Winmar gets back. Plenty of time. Lays it off to Spalding, who runs through centre half back. Poor kick towards half forward. Roos did well, kept the ball in front. Lamb with great courage. It ricochets off wide and comes back to Harvey. Now a chance for Victoria. Probing kick, Lockett.
That is the way a full forward likes the ball delivered. Long, so you can try and catch your opponent out. He's already kicked 3. And that was a terrific kick by Harvey. He led Dorotic under the ball, then fended him off as the ball was in flight, dropped back, and a reasonably simple mark for Tony Lockett. It's a chance to kick his 4th.
18 possessions for Robert Harvey, the man who helped make that goal. Well, he's got to kick it yet, but we've got it down to Tony Lockett. Gavin Brown, 20 possessions. WA have done best so far in this quarter. Getting plenty of run in midfield. But now Lockett, a chance to kick his 4th, his best in state football, as we said earlier, 5 against South Australia on this ground back in '89. Shouldn't be a problem from here. It's about 15 metres out. Just to steady the ship. Tony Lockett bangs it through. He gets his 4th. Victoria their first of the second half. They lead 14-14 to 8-8.
It's a fairly potent forward line they've got. Full forward line with Lowe and Lockett. Here's Harvey setting it up. Lockett has now 4 goals and Lowe 3. Lowe was the real finisher in the first quarter. He got them going with 3 goals.
Four goals to Tony Lockett as Victoria gets their first for the quarter, and it's Harvey who sends them down to half forward once again, and what a courageous mark, Gavin Brown. Well, he's renowned for that, and he could kick this, and he's going to go short. Here comes Lockett, couldn't take the mark. Kemp on all 4s, gets the hand pass away. Pressure now on the WA defence as Winmar heads for the boundary line. Over it goes. John Dorotic was the man who hammered it over. So a throw in on the outer side. We've got under 9 minutes remaining in this third quarter. It's 98-56. Lowe trying to do the work from behind. Ben Allen down in front for the West. Harvey's hand pass goes straight to Kemp. A high kick. All Victoria underneath it. Mick McGuan, 15th kick coming up. That was his 5th mark. He's had a very good night. To the half forward line. Waiting down in front of the pack is Winmar. Pumps it high back towards the centre. Collins, an effective spoiler. Starcevic, a sweeping hand pass to Lewis. In towards Langdon territory. Almost held it. But it's Langford who tidies up. Brown, can he get around Jakovic? No, he can't.
Well done, Jakovic. For a big fellow.
Pulls it back towards centre wing and undoes his good work as he puts it down the throat of Gary O'Donnell.
Off to Burke. Poor kick towards half forward. Kemp was up, crashed hard. Taken by Harvey. Harvey a sweeping hand pass out wide. Roos has got it just inside the 50. He settles, he goes goalward. On the goal line down there, Stoneham and McIntosh. Off hands and to behind. 14-15, 8-8, and there's the time remaining.
Victoria now starting to pick up their work rate.
Well, they needed to, didn't they?
Well, they did. They just slackened in the traces for the first half of this third quarter.
Dorotic very wide with the kick. Jakovic confronted by Lambert. Is it holding the ball? No. Throw it in, says the umpire. Strong tackle. Lambert taking the big man front on. Having another good season, Craig Lambert. Gets so much of the ball. Thrown in. Ablett over the top. Kemp held without it. Winmar busy. Little chip pass. That's a better kick to midfield. Taken by Matera. Wasting no time to Waters. Waters boots it towards half forward. Kick it in front down there. Used his body. Down goes Wilson. Hannah kept his feet. Wins the day. High kick back towards the wing. 3-on-1 for Victoria.
Oh, that's a free kick.
Collins is going to be paid the free, and probably that's a good result for Western Australia. Victorians everywhere on this wing. It comes out to Burke. Not the best option there really from Collins. Probably should have gone longer to Hinkley.
Wind is going off. Osman is coming on. So who are they going to put into the ruck?
There's the kick inside the 50. Scott, strong tackle, kick it, brought him down. Lockett with strength. Harvey goes short, very short, and McGuan's got it. Busy player Mick McGuan. Now he will kick from about 60 metres out. I doubt he'll get the distance. It'll be close from here. 14-15, 8-8. Lockett hangs back. So does Lowe. That spells double trouble. McGuan goes for the torpedo.
Oh!
Spins back. Well, nobody touched it. Lamentable defence by WA. As McGuan gets his second goal, that went through at about shoulder height.
And there's the kick, the torpedo. It's a beautiful sight when you really do get onto a torpedo. I suppose only a better sight is the drop kick, but that's now extinct.
15-15, plays 8-8. Mick McGuan has kicked 2 goals.
Stoneham in the ruck now too, Sandy.
And he was the one that got it out then towards Ablett. Chasing him is Ben Allen. Andy Collins grabs his Hawthorn teammate. He's the opposition tonight, but look at this man. Whoa! Boom, crash opera. But he's okay. Collins. Centering kick. Wilson over the top. Hughes is going to be paid. Into half forward. All WA at the back. Although Lamb's kick is partly smothered, it should reach Winmar. No, it's beautifully stolen by Scott. Scott turns round and pumps it to full forward and kicks a mighty goal. Oh, what play by the little cat. 16-15, plays 8-8.
Well, this crowd certainly coming alive and getting involved now. As soon as Victoria score, and they did on that occasion through Scott, the crowd did lift. Robert Scott, his second goal, 2 goals, 2 for the night. And now they're just starting to put the hammer down again, Victoria. One ball gone astray. And here's Ablett. Oh, Worsfold. Not a man to deviate off the straight line is Scott Worsfold. Well, John Worsfold. I think of Scott Waters.
Not exactly dancing in the storm, but what a collision. 16-15 to 8-8. There's the time remaining.
Now that's a different ball. I know it is a different ball, but there was a Burley before. Is that?
It's a different ball. I know what you mean, Don. As McIntosh gets it out wide, this is Waterman. And the ball bounces out of bounds. No, it just stays in. McGuan did well. Hannah. Stoneham. The Vicks have really steadied now. Centering kick. Low. Ablett in from the side. Stayed down a while. He's okay. This is Low inside the 50. Looking for Lockett. In front, Dorotich. He's done pretty well down there. Plays on. Worsfold. Chips it out wide. Jakovic can go again and does over the top. Waterman's got it. Is it left half back? Chris Waterman. Through centre wing. Towards half forward. Ruse. Well done. There's that man again. Brown. Untidy kick though. And Jakovic able to claim the mark.
Glenn Jakovic, centering kick. Mark should have been held. Doing the tidying up, however, is Seacamp into half forward, but that falls onto the chest of Andy Collins. Plays on to Hannah. He's caught. Could open the door for Langdon or Wilson. Collins in.
It's well tied up by Collins.
Not out yet. Matera quickly across to Lewis from 55. Which way will it bounce? Roos just left it for Ken Hinkley to do the tidying up at the back, and he does so beautifully. Mickey McGuan pumping away like an old steam train. To centre wing. Worsfold. Great struggle, that one. Osborne sockers it down to the half-forward line. Ablett's tackle could have been too high initially. The umpire comes in. He's pumped up tonight, is Gary Ablett. We've got a bounce on the outer side. 2.5 minutes remaining. Stoneham wins it to Lambert. The hurried kick, Scott. Harvey needs help. Lambert tried to give it to him, but Waters too good. Gets away with a hand pass. Now the West can start something. Winmar sweeps it to half forward. It came from Starcevic. Back it goes to Kemp. A long kick in towards Langdon, who turned his back on play and eventually saw the ball sail through for one behind. 8-9 plays 16-15 as both camps look on.
Could build up that. Kick in. And the tempo has lifted in the last few minutes. Jakovic across his body. Kick it. Oh, clever mark. Very clever mark. It's about 30 metres from goal. Derek Kickett. And should kick this. He's got one so far. He started the night on Gary Ablett. It was bad news as far as he was concerned. He's kept on plugging away. Kickett stabs at goal, and I think he's missed. He has. Not a happy camper. So 1:15 remaining until three-quarter time. They needed that one. This is Hinkley. Is it right half back? Very short to Hannah. Long kick down towards half forward. Worsfold got a timely fist on it. Here's Harvey confronted by Kemp. Good tackle in the circumstances. Seacamp going nowhere. His teammate Osborne almost picked his pocket. We've got a ball up. So we're inside the last minute of this third quarter. Dominated initially by WA, but Victoria coming back strongly in the last 10 minutes or so. Waters to Lewis. Close to the boundary line, Chris Lewis. Towards half forward. Hannah in front. Could be 50. Is 50. Silly footy by Wilson.
This is going to bring Mel Hannah deep into the attacking zone. And
he has done well tonight, Mel Hannah. He really has improved this season as a player. Been given a job every week out at Carlton.
17 possessions. This is going to allow him to pump it. Oh, look at this for a kick. Deep into the square it goes. No one able to take it, and it's hammered over the line. Throw it in the left forward pocket. Lowe gets a kick. And he's beaten for that one. It's three-quarter time. Victoria holding sway at three-quarter time. 16-15, 111. Leading WA, 8-10, 58.
Back into it because Stoneham was on the ball as he is starting now.
Here we go then. Final quarter. And it's WA getting a kick through Spalding, but only as far as centre wing and Robert Harvey, who threads his way through the pack and stabs down towards the 50-metre line. No mark taken by Osborne. Scott does a little bit of fancy footwork, but then he gets claimed, and well claimed, by John Worsfold, who's leading by example. So throw in on the right half-forward flank for Victoria. Spalding looking for front spot. Winmar floats it. Vic's there in numbers, and Paul Roos just on the defensive side of centre. Lowe couldn't take it on the half volley. Djakovic gets it away to Waterman. Off to Spalding. Left foot kick up towards Langdon. He's got a little too far underneath the ball. Went in for another go at it, but it claimed. Roos a short kick to Lambert. It's going to come off. And he finds Andy Collins, who can bounce his way across the half-back line. Chip in towards the centre and Nathan Burke. The Vics wanting to keep the ball moving at all times. Down towards Collins. Not a good hand pass, but he gets it back to Burke. Another one into the middle. It may come unstuck. O'Donnell gets it out very rapidly, but loses it. And it's Winmar now, trying to set up something for WA. Burke intercepts his St Kilda teammate. Back towards the middle. Through the arms of Brown it goes. He may get another chance, Kevin Brown. From the centre to the half-forward line. No mark taken. Kemp persists, and it pays off to Worsfold. No one at home, so he had to head wide towards the boundary line. He didn't quite go wide enough. Stoneham is there. Back to half-forward once again, looking for Lowe, but outnumbered. Djakovic. Over the top he goes. McIntosh. Waters. Scott claims him, but not before he gets it to Kemp. Harvey over the top of him. Spalding, they're going nowhere fast. He almost threw that one out. Kemp to Waters again. Well, it's going between half-forward and half-back at the moment.
A comedy of errors.
Stoneham. Roos. Floating to O'Donnell. Stood his ground and marks centre wing.
Plays on now. Hinkley couldn't control it. Winmar to kick it once he's left side. Now he's in trouble, Derek Kickett. Still he goes after the ball. Well done. Starcevic taken high. No free kick. The umpire was blindsided. Lambert got it to O'Donnell, who finds Harvey. He's forward of the wing, Robert Harvey. Slips as he kicked. It's quite slippery on this side of the ground. This is Kemp, who's been busy so far in this term. Chips it out wide. Will it stay in? Not this time. Goes out of bounds in front of Djakovic. On the last two occasions, when they brought it up this side, they wanted it to go out. It didn't that time. It needed to stay in. It didn't. Life's like that, really. 16-15 to 8-10. Stoneham behind. This is Lewis. Forward of the wing. Goes looking for Langdon, but drifting in front, Hinkley. Read it very well. Hits the ground running. Kicks it back to the wing. Kevin Brown again. What a game he's played. Plays on immediately. Harvey storms through centre, kicks towards half forward. McIntosh knocks it away from Ablett. Opportunity for McGuan, who's been very busy. Allen is with him. Through the centre they go. The hand pass was blanketed. Matera goes off the ground. Allen's got the run of it now. He's in trouble. Good tackle by Burke. A lot of pressure in this game despite the scoreline. 16-15 to 8-10.
Pride at stake. Victoria humiliated at the Wacker ground last year. Looking to turn it around. Buse. Almost has it stolen by Winmar, but he recovers to his Geelong teammate who's under great pressure. Winmar gets him. Now an opportunity for Djakovic to go high in towards Langdon. Langford got a hand to it, and it just drifts over the line in the left forward pocket for Western Australia, where the throw-in will take place. Cool night in Melbourne, and the 8 degrees. Harvey has been busy. Kick of Hinkley smothered. He may get another go. He does. Sockers it up towards centre wing. All West Coast Eagles. Glenn Djakovic.
What a players persist in handballing when the kick would be at more advantage. Amazes me.
Well, it's going to. They're going to get a reprieve on this occasion. Dean Kemp was held when he didn't have the football. And again, he kicks WA in towards the 50-metre line. Socket off the ground by Lewis. In towards full forward. Wilson came charging at the football. Hinkley picks it up now. Gets a quick kick back towards centre half back, but the mark is taken by Dwayne Lamb.
It's about 60 metres out from goal. Lamb plays on, runs to 55, long kick. Langdon's down there outnumbered. Off hands and through it goes for a minor score. Well, credit to WA, they've stuck at it since quarter time. Victoria have outscored them by just 7 points. 16-15 though to 8-11. The official attendance tonight just under 33,000. 32-152. Harvey. Stoneham from half back towards half forward. Spalding goes at it, takes the mark, plays on immediately. Over the top. Starcevic, who's tried hard. Charged down there by Harvey.
Turns the ball over a bit, Starcevic, or has tonight.
So ball up, down towards half forward. He's prepared to work though. And he's pretty good on the ground for a big man, and sometimes that makes him, if it's not a contradiction, look a little awkward when those nimble guys grab him. Waterman. Kemp, quick hands, away to Lamb. Hurried kick towards half forward. They've got a number down there, WA, but Hinkley did very well. Between two West Australians, took a very reliable defensive mark. Swings at member's side. Roos surrounded. Lambert, oh, very clever, brilliantly done. Sends Burke away. Burke towards half forward. Lowe is dropping back. Here's trouble for WA. Always his ball. And started by Craig Lambert on the wing.
Clever play by Lambert. Something special about Lambert when he gets the ball, very quick with his hands. There he is, number 6. I would have started him actually. He started on interchange, came on in the third quarter.
Lowe's kick 3, kicks from 45. It's good. 4 goals to Stewie Lowe, and Victoria 17-15 lead Western Australia 8-11.
We started with a blaze of glory. 3 goals, the big fellow, number 23. Now this is a special bit of play by Lambert. Watch this. Quick with his hands. I wonder if Lowe can finish off the way he started.
Margin is out to 58 points as Hinkley takes another courageous mark across that half-back line. Goes towards Gavin Brown, who's had a wonderful night. Played very well. Off to his skipper. Paul Roos looking towards low territory again. Out of the bog he'll come. A high kick. Lockett's his target. Got a hand to it. Dorotich trying to lock it up. Lambert gets it out. It's hammered by Spalding almost dangerously, but does find the boundary line.
Lockett a little awkward in going for that mark.
Actually, Dorotich has done a very good job.
Yes, he's restricted him to 4 goals, 1 in the first, 2 in the second and 1 in the third. Lambert gives a little ground to try and make some. Buse pulls it back in towards full forward. Should have been holding on. Yes, it's going to John Dorotich. He'll take it on the last line. Almost 10 goals the difference between these two sides. Dorotich through Jakovic. Waterman gets clear. Kick is not a good one. Harvey has been very busy and very constructive. Look at this piece of play here. Scott should finish it off. Oh, he should have, but he didn't after taking the hand pass from Mickey McGuan.
Deserved a goal, that. Great stuff by McGuan. He was chasing initially and then just kept on going. Magical the way he ran hard, having chased, to receive the hand pass. Dorotich kicks in. Members side. Winmar should mark. Actually, Carlton played St Kilda at Princes Park a few rounds back. Don, you saw that game, didn't you? Good game of footy. Did Dorotich play on Lockett that day?
He did that day, if my memory serves me.
That was
centre half back.
There's Matera. That was a question without notice. Inside the 50, Hannah was interfered with. Must get the free kick. No, nothing doing. Back goes Wilson off the ground. It's a goal. Oh, gee. Mill Hannah. Hard done by. Hard-hearted towards Hannah.
Hannah should have been paid the free. You see that arm over the shoulder. Wilson going in for his second.
(17-16) plays at 9-11. Out of the middle. Waters had it, then lost it. He goes again. But they're on him like a pack of wolves. Ablett down towards the forward line. Scott is nimble. Dorotich. This will test Bayes, who's just come onto the ground. Oh, what a beauty! How do you like that? 18-16 plays 9-11.
Well, Gary Ablett kicked a magical goal in the first quarter. It was on his wrong foot. Mark Bayes is a natural left footer. He started on the change. Scott, Dorotich, maybe could have gone to the boundary line, but Bayes, look at that for a goal.
Marvellous kick by Mark Bayes.
Dorotich did start on, or didn't, I think he started at centre-half back and went on to Lockett in the second half.
That was Carlton St Kilda at Princess
Kilda.
Park. There's Winmar, long kick. Has it cleared them down there? I think it has, it's a goal. Quick reply from Nicky Winmar and WA, and they keep on coming. Full credit to them. 10-11 to 18-16. So the margin is 53 points. It was 45 points at quarter time. Matera getting it across to Winmar.
Good kick, 55 metres out.
Two goals to Nicky Winmar. He and Peter Wilson are WA's main contributors. So we go back in the middle once again. Wind stands his ground, wins it down to Brown. But it's stolen. Finishes with Waterman. Floating kick down towards the half-forward line once again. Hannah over the top with the fist. Down in front of Ken Hinkley. Just paddles the ball along in front, then gets clear. No, he doesn't. Went for the hand pass, and it was Lewis who intercepted. Waters heads back towards goal and has popped through another one for West Australia. In fact, it was Peter Matera. Peter Matera getting his first goal for the night.
Lewis getting involved. Matera coming on and off interchange. Victoria just losing that ascendancy at the centre bounce. They've got Stoneham at the centre bounce. They should maybe get Wynn back on.
Fine.
18-16 to 11-11. Here's Waterman to Spalding. Spalding towards half forward. Starcevic up in front. Roos from behind. Starcevic does well. Good tackle by Roos. It comes to Lewis, who pulls it back towards the kickoff line. Kickett is going back. Oh, clever mark. Comes up and kicks a goal. 2 goals to Derek Kickett. And Western Australia 12-11. Victoria 18-16.
Victoria just starting to relax. Starcevic getting away from Roos. Lewis centering the ball. Kickett. A mark decides to play on. He did something similar at the MCG here, but far more spectacular a couple of weeks ago when he kicked that marvellous goal of the day.
Stoneham to Ablett out of the middle. Lambert. 124 plays 83. Lambert to half forward. His target was Osborne. Couldn't take the mark. Winmar should tidy up. He does to Dorotich. Short little jabbing kick. Not far enough for the boundary line, however. And Stoneham is able to pick it up. This time he finds Osborne.
He makes you earn them, John Worsfold.
Richard Osborne spent considerable time on the bench. But he's been in very good form for the Roy's this year. Pushes that in towards full forward. Lockett at the back. Plays on. Just got a boot to it, but it's Buick who steals it and was then illegally held, and he'll take the free kick. Osborne receives some attention. The Buick's kick goes to the outer side, and Nathan Burke, with pace, keeps it in play, then could set something up here. Brown from 48 metres. It's a high kick. It's towards Lockett and Dorotage. No one able to take the mark. Scott breaks down in front and pops it through. 3 goals to Robert Scott. Victoria moved to 19-16, WA at 12-11.
3 goals, 3, all coming through. A good piece of roving. This is the way you put it up high, let the fellows down the ground worry about it. There is jostling, a contest from Lockett, and Scott doing it really well, getting in front of the pack.
(19-16 to 12-11). Just watching that replay. Dorotage a bit stiff not to get a free kick. Here's Harvey. Goes in short. Good kick. Stewie Lowe, who's kicked 4, has it inside 50. He'll kick from right on the 50, and this will test it.
Interesting looking down the ground. Dorotage on the edge of the square. Lockett behind the goal line. Lowe's going for the big kick.
13 marks tonight to Stewie Lowe. Good looking kick. He's got onto that. Dorotage right on the goal line. It's a hand to it. (19-17 to 12-11). Dorotage to bring it in. Goes short. Waters. Oh, he did think about it, didn't he? Plays on to Winmar. I'm sure Tony Lockett will see John Dorotage in future clashes against Carlton. Hinkley has played pretty well, gets it on the ground. Roos towards half forward, all WA there. Spalding, still he goes Spalding. Well, they haven't done too well there, Western Australia. Osborne fighting on valiantly for Victoria, ties it up. Lockett just feeling his shoulder. He's not too happy. The physio is out with him, and we have this bounce just outside the attacking 50 for Victoria.
Taken by Kemp. High torpedo kick over the centre, and a good mark taken by Barry Stone. From half back, looking for Lowe again. Look at those hands. Scott, Lockett.
He's got a bad shoulder too. The physio has come off the ground. Lockett obviously said he's all right because the physio hasn't gone to the phone to tell the coach's box.
Certainly doesn't look comfortable. Coming up for his 6th kick for the night and looking for his 5th goal.
Physio going back out again, Sandy. Obviously to Tony Lockett as he comes in.
Almost directly in front. Sneaks it home. But he's not right.
Actually, he's coming off the ground.
Lockett is off with 5 goals. And it'll be very interesting to get a report on that from Tim Watson.
Willanook about to come on.
So Lockett is off the ground. Willanook is on. And Lockett troubled by what appears to be a shoulder injury. And that is desperate bad news as far as St Kilda are concerned. And that, of course, is the danger to the inherent danger of playing these games midweek and mid-season. This is Lewis. Goes down towards the pocket. Hannah almost. We've got Under 9 minutes remaining. So often the way, late in a game that's won, an injury pops up. Here's Matera, open goal. He pops up and gets it.
The second goal for the quarter, Matera. A few mistakes there. Some dirty ball handling by Roos and Collins. This is how Lockett's injury happened. Watch this. There you could see when he flew for that mark. They happen so easily, don't they, a lot of those injuries?
Well, St Kilda fans will very anxiously await the outcome of the report on that. In the meantime, we go back to the centre after Matera gets his second goal. The Eagles, the West Australians, looking to go forward again through Waters. It's catching Don. Langdon couldn't take it on the half volley. Langford says, I'll head for safety. But he does.
Still like to see Wine back on the ground. Give something to Victoria in the centre square. He really did get his hands first to the ball and set it up early. Now Stoneham doing all the ruck work.
And on that occasion doing it from behind. Roos, a high kick, or Brown, the leaper from behind. Nathan Burke waits down in front. Tries to belt out a hand pass. Lambert had it, then lost it. Buick working hard for the West. And a free kick has been picked up out of all that. It's going to go to Western Australia, and it may go to Buick. To half forward he goes. Low drops back. Stoneham taps it through the pack, then follows it down. Dorotich shrugs the tackle, almost threw it out to kick it. Allen inside 50. Lambert's got him. He does get it away. Hinkley combines with Collins. Lamb chasing, but he gets his kick. Only short, but he gets it to Bayes. Back to Lambert. They start something here as Roos is across half forward. He can have a shot or just pop it over the top. He does that. Richard Osborne.
Well, he had two options. One was coming up on the right. Could have gone with a hand pass over there. It's a quick lead from Osborne. Good kick by Roos too.
So the former skipper takes it from the current skipper of Fitzroy. But that's not one of his better kicks. Now, Tony Lockett, what's the news, Tim Watson?
Yes, he's having some ice applied to his shoulder right now, and the only word that's coming back from the Victorian bench is that he's actually hurt his shoulder, so but he won't be taking any further part in the game.
Lambert gives it to Stoneham, and Stoneham kicks a goal. His first. Victoria 21-18, Western Australia 13-11.
I suppose he is Barry Stoneham, more mobile and Scott Wind around the ground, but really they need something out of the centre. I said that earlier, and Wind does, and Stoneham doesn't give it to them. Hinkley going off, Hughes coming on for Victoria.
Hinkley is off the ground, Buse is on, so the Geelong quota is maintained. Here's Winmar, possibly WA's best tonight.
Well done, Roos.
Spectacular. Great carriage from Roos. Eyes only for the ball. Here's Brown. His 27th possession down towards half forward. Jakovic marks on his chest. Glenn Jakovic enjoying a fine season with the Eagles. Goes in short. Waters has got it. Breaks away from half back. Kicks towards half forward. Dorotich on the forward line now that Lockett's gone from the other end. Roos missed the ball as he tried to soccer it. Allen, who's tried valiantly. High kick down towards Langdon, who did well to work his way in front. Couldn't hang on. Waterman goes with the right boot. As a result, not a particularly good kick. Lewis kept out of it. Good mark in front by Hannah.
Will Hannah, 9 kicks, 10 hand passes tonight. Comes towards Harvey, who kept it in play, and this allows Waterman to pick it up and chip to Peter Wilson. From 45, Wilson pulls it away to the left, and the result is a behind.
Ben Allen was 20 metres in the clear for about 10 seconds there.
It's one of the greats of the game, Graham Polly-Farmer. Of course, that is the name of the cup that's up for grabs tonight. This stage certainly looks to be victorious. Buick again tries to go over the top. This time it's Burke who hammers it onto his boot. Down towards the half-forward line, was looking for Bays. Buick again, almost threw it out. Collins to the 50-metre line. Falling at the crucial stage was Stuart Lowe. It opens the door for Glenn Jakovich. He goes back to the outer wing. Ruse, an effective spoiler from behind, but Starcevic, good recovery. Floats it to half forward, but again they're held up this time by Gary O'Donnell. Call to play on. It's not a good kick. Kick it. And that's not a good kick.
I suppose I've got to. I think that was his thinking.
Well, yes, I don't really want it, but I'm just, I don't know.
There's too many people looking.
Views to Hannah. Low. Oh, his marking is just great to watch. Back to Buse. Ablett couldn't take it at the back. Kemp tidies up, going short to Jakovich.
Inside the last 3 minutes of the game then. Jakovich over the top. Allen. I suppose we should talk about the attendance. As we said earlier, just over 31,000. 32,152 in fact. 32,152. Stoneham takes the mark. Bearing in mind they got over 93,000 for Victoria and South Australia on this ground. A day game on a Saturday. Victoria beating South Australia quite easily in that game. Brilliant pass from Ablett to Osborne. And Osborne has a chance to kick a goal from about 25 metres out. Smiles all round there. Billy Goggin, coach Footscray in Geelong before he took over Victoria in 1987, enjoying this. Osborne, good looking kick.
Well, Osborne, it's always wise to be that in hindsight. But could he have given it off here to Scott? However, he decided to go on and do it himself.
Richard Osborne gets his first goal. 22-18, plays 13-12. The margin 10 goals exactly. Stoneham follows up his ruck work. Gives it out to his Geelong teammate in Andrew Buse. Towards half forward. Kolyanook beaten by Mainwaring, almost completed the mark. Now it opens the door for Lowe. Back to Lambert, who took his eye off it for a moment as Waters came towards him. Now Harvey. Victoria still have the numbers. Wide, well, it was going to be for Lowe, but it's intercepting Mickey McGuan. He's just stuck it home. Great goal. Victoria's 23rd, and McGuan has kicked his third in what has been a very good night for him.
Playing on the wing, Mickey McGuan, he has been a really solid performer. He initiated play there, got it across to Harvey, then followed up. And this goal, did it bend from our camera angle? Yes, it did. His third. 3 goals, 3.
Dorotich wins it down. Collins smashes it back, taken by Winmar. Hurried kick towards half forward. Just over a minute remains then. O'Donnell. Now Langford in trouble. Collins in trouble also, but Burke, presence of mind to give it back to Langford, who swings it out wide, and Gavin Brown, possibly the best on the ground tonight, chips it towards half forward. Lowe, who'll be pressing him for that honour, takes his 16th mark. Lowe Osborne on the lead. I suppose you've got to say, if anything, certainly since quarter time, they've looked more dangerous with Osborne at full forward on the lead than perhaps Lockett with the high ball coming in. Dorotich did very well on him, but Osborne now a chance to bring up his second from about 45 metres out. May have hooked it behind. It's a comprehensive victory for Victoria, 23-19 to 13-12. 67 points as Seacamp brings it in. Virtually the last act of the game. Main wearing a clever mark on the siren. So Victoria, big winners at the Melbourne Cricket Ground in front of a partisan crowd.